We're headed to Western Virginia to visit Charlottesville, Monticello, Shenandoah National Park, where we'll all hike the Appalachian Trail, and to visit Tulare Caverns. Then we'll head over to Harper's Ferry before heading home. But first up, a Clydesdale horse farm in Maryland. Okay, let's go. On our way to Virginia, we stopped at a Harvest Host site in Maryland. Sutler Post Farm was a great stop, and we can't wait to go back. We arrived and were greeted by Wayne, who told us where to park and said it was one of the days that they exercised the horses. So we got to watch and even go for a wagon ride, and the horses are beautiful. Sherry met Cash, and I thought we would be bringing home a Clydesdale with us. Every year, Wayne and his family delivered a Christmas tree to the White House. We were able to see the pictures and some of the White House memorabilia. Anytime our plans take us through the western shore of Maryland, we'll be sure to stop by for a visit. We left Sutler Post Farm and headed down the road to Shenandoah Crossing, which was an awesome RV park. From there, we visited Patch Brewing and met Mary and Scott, fellow RVers that were just passing through town. We also attended a Kentucky Derby party at the Keswick Winery, and naturally, our horse won. It was a great time, and we can't wait to go back. We're headed to the next stop on our Virginia adventure, just south of Charlottesville at the Charlottesville KOA and smack in the middle of Virginia wine country. Ray and Ruth will be meeting us, and we'll explore the Trump Winery, Thomas Jefferson's Monticello, walk through an abandoned train tunnel, and hit a microbrewery or two. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Monticello. Monticello was the home of Thomas Jefferson, our third president of the United States and one of our founding fathers. His home was started in 1790 and finally finished in 1809. The inspiration for Monticello was from French architecture from his visits to France. Thomas Jefferson passed away in his home in Monticello on July 4th, 1826. He was 83 years old. We left Charlottesville KOA and headed to Spacious Skies Campground in Luray, Virginia. We're going to visit Luray Caverns, explore Shenandoah National Park, hike the Appalachian Trail, and of course, find a brewery or two. Here we go. We're in Shenandoah National Park, and we're going on a hike on the Appalachian Trail. Come on, let's go. We left Luray, Virginia on Mother's Day and headed to Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, where we checked into the Harpers Ferry KOA. After getting settled, we decided to head to Harpers Ferry National Park via the shuttle. Everything was so crowded because of Mother's Day. We walked around and we couldn't find a place to eat or drink, so we left. Ray and I did get to visit John Brown's fort and tour the John Brown exhibit. The next day, it was a ghost town, but that was because everything was closed in the national park, the restaurants, and the shops. I guess I could have planned this stop a little better. Oh well, next time. We found a few microbreweries and drank and ate between the rain showers. With all the rain in the forecast, Ray and Ruth decided to leave a day early, and Sherry and I sat out the rainy day in the RV, and then we headed home. I would like to go back to Harpers Ferry at some point when everything is open and the crowds are gone and the weather cooperates. Here are some pictures from our Harpers Ferry adventure. Okay, I've got some bonus footage here. 3 weeks after we got home, we returned to Shenandoah Crossing with Sherry's childhood friend Kim and her husband Tim for a 3-day getaway. We just hung out and relaxed. We also returned to the Trump Winery, which we thought was a beautiful place to sit, chill out, and drink some wine. It was a great follow-up to our Virginia adventure, and yes, we did join the wine club.